Has anybody ever had their front end replaced?
Yeah, I had mine. A gentleman, Lyberger, he's a Formula B guy too.
Yeah.
In Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Sure.
I took my spindle assemblies down to him and had him rebuild them. And one of the things he did is he had a big box full of used shims that go between the Kingpin and the Carrier, because he said if you put new ones in there, in a short time they'll compress.
Yeah.
And now you reintroduce that vertical plate. So he always had kept the used ones, and so he measured up the clearance we need and then rummaged through his collection of used ones and assembled it with used bushings. And after all the cars got 180,000 miles on them, I still have no vertical clearance in there. It's still nice and tight.
I used to refer to as corrected nomenclature. People used to say, oh, these cars are handmade. And I said, no, not quite. I suggest that they're selectively assembled. And
How's that work?
that had to do with Hans and Fritz.
Hans and Fritz.
Hans and Fritz. Hans says, oh yeah, he got a hole that's too big here. And we bore this engine and it's got the hole too big. And Fritz says, oh, that's okay. We got a piston that's also too big. We put that in that hole. And that makes it perfect. So, interestingly enough, because when Germany was digging themselves out of the rubble during World War II, they cast something and it didn't necessarily come out just exactly the right size after they finished machining it. So they had to determine, we got to melt it down and do it all over again. Figured out we can use this thing as long as we put another part that makes up for this tolerance. So, believe it or not, when I became a BMW dealer, there were 11 different size pistons in the BMW. And they marked on top of the engine block what size that bore happened to be, because they matched those pistons so that they became the exact clearance that they wanted. The American system was, or other manufacturers was, they would realize that the optimum clearance piston in the cylinder was 2,500, 6%. They also knew that the piston had 3,500 clearance. It would still work, would rattle a little bit, maybe use it a while. And also, the piston cylinder clearance was 1,500. It would also work as long as you broke it in carefully and didn't overheat it. So that was the go or no go. But they could take any part that was made to this maximum specification or minimum specification and put it in any cylinder that was minimum specification to maximum specification within the tolerance. And that's how American engines were designed. So it was kind of comical because if a dealer wanted to stop every piston that was available for a BMW or a Porsche or whatever, the dealer would have to have make these for BMWs. 11 different pistons. And then, of course, because as these pistons were smaller and larger slightly, the weight would be different. So then we marked the color code on as to what weight it was, so that not only did you have to have the right size piston for that particular bore, you'd have to have one that was the right weight, and you'd have to have the color code for it. So therefore, that caused a parts situation, because parts availability situation stock, all 11 sizes and 11 color combinations of weights and pistons. And so we had to wait until we took the engine apart and see what we had for stamping on the top of the piston or cylinder block and what color code was on the piston and then order the part. Nobody wanted to have all these combinations of parts just in case we needed them. So we used to have the same thing with axles. All these axles are not the same size. And the fulcrum plates that go with those axles are the size that is determined and measured after the fulcrum plates are in to determine what amount of clearance that axle needs to have. And then they code that axle, they put in a stripe around it, pink stripe or green stripe or blue stripe. And oftentimes when somebody would come into the parts department and say, yeah, I need an axle for this kind of thing. What color is the axle? What do you mean what color it is? It's all greasy, it's black. Well, we want to know what color stripe is that's on there because we need to give you an axle that has that same stripe on it because otherwise it may not fit in between the fulcrum plates because it won't be room because every one is different. So that's why I say the misnomer is they're not NBA, they're selectively assembled. They determine which part to fit to other part so it can be utilized without having to re-machine it and start over and melt it down and make it until it comes out the right dimensions.
So some supers are faster than other supers. Some Super 90s are faster than typical Super 90s.
Yes, there's a lot of
They're
variance.
set aside for the three factory racing teams or preferred customers, the cars that booked over the rated engine size, horsepower.
No, well, there was a variance between piston cylinder sizes and that was easy proportion to what a Volkswagen would do because the cylinders came along with the piston. We had an engine block, we had a magnetic piston that fit in that hole. So that was a different situation. So I can stand up and use that for the confusing.
The other thing I wanted to mention is that, in fact, the changes that Daryl's talking about and the developments that took place, we all know the DNA of the 356, the Volkswagen Beetle, but in fact, when you think about it, at the time in 1948 that the 356 was developed initially, that team, and it wasn't very Porsche alone, that team actually, the 356 development team, had about 200 years practical experience. All those guys had worked back with Ferdinand in the 30s and in the 20s, and they, in fact, at the same time they had developed the Beetle, a couple of years later they were developing the world's fastest cars, the Auto Union Grand Prix cars that were indivisible for a 4-year period before World War II. So kind of what goes into the recipe of a 356 is a lot of really, really serious experience, theory, application, and successes. And of course, after World War II, the question was, what are we going to do? We survived the war. The Porsche family was intact. And today, of course, we know them as a component of the Volkswagen Corporation, and the Porsche family individually are all billionaires. Not too bad for a bunch of people that came out of the rubble of World War II. And a little funny guy with a mustache on is no longer around, who they designed the people's car for. But the other housekeeping thing I want to say is, we've got two guests here. Thank you, Cy, for identifying John Sazma. Cosma, I'm sorry, John Cosma, our video person. Thank you for coming out and recording this. Much, much appreciated. And that's about it, unless we've got anything else we're going to talk about. The other thing I do want to mention is, I do know where there's a cabriolet for sale, 62 cab, coming out of a situation. If you want to know more, I can kind of tell you about it and connect you with the seller and car in southeast Wisconsin. But that's about it, I think, Harold, right?
Any more questions? Last chance.